Show, all the top tunes.
Hey, Mulligan.
What are you doing? I don't know.
We give them just what they get in the big house.
It's the Joey and Rory Show, brought to you each week by Crossley Radio, with Wynn Varble, Marcy Gary, Heidi Feek, Bradley Walker, and me.
Here on RFD, it's the real farm deal, complete with baby chicks. Here to help me welcome to the stage, Joey and Rory.
There's a blonde-haired boy with a diamond ring in a town where I was raised. I left him heartbroken there last spring and headed down that old highway. The boys I meet here sure are swell, but it didn't take me long to find how I missed that place I knew so well, that blue-eyed boy of mine. Dreamer, dreamer, the grass ain't no greener. Whoever spread that rumor lied. Dreamer, dreamer, the grass ain't no greener. It ain't no greener on the other side.
Come on, Vic. And Kyle.
There's a two-room house near an old hay barn with a hole in the front porch screen. As fast as I could, I left that farm to follow my big city dream. Now there's big high-risers everywhere, and concrete grows all around. How I miss that front porch rocking chair, watching the sun go down. Dreamer, dreamer, the grass ain't no greener. Whoever spread that rumor lied. Dreamer, dreamer, the grass ain't no greener. It ain't no greener on the other side. Dreamer, dreamer, the grass ain't no greener. Whoever spread that rumor, they lied. Dreamer, dreamer, the grass ain't no greener. It ain't no greener on the other side. No, it ain't no greener on the other side.
Sure ain't no greener than it is right here at the farm, is it?
You got that right, babe.
Y'all don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back.
We've gotta go back. We gotta go back to that place where all those good old days were at. If we're ever gonna get this crazy world of ours on track, we gotta go back. We gotta go back.
Did you know that you can now tune in to the Joey and Rory Radio Show every Saturday night right before the Grand Ole Opry? It's an hour show of great music and fun from 6 to 7 p.m. Central Time every Saturday night on 650 AM WSM. Or you can listen online at WSMonline.com or download the WSM app at the App Store. That's the Joey and Rory Radio Show, brought to you by Crossley Radio every Saturday night right before the Opry. Go to joeyandrory.com for more details.
Steaming cup of coffee from Marcy Jo's. Let's head down there and see what the girls are cooking today. Y'all come on in and sit wherever you want.
Well, we've sure been busy down at the farm between the chickens and the garden and everything else. It's just been kind of a madhouse, but It's a blessing. We've had some
Yeah.
good rain this summer, and the results of that rain has been abundance of squash. And squash is one of those things you plant,
Yes.
and you
yeah.
get a lot of squash.
You
from
really
this one.
do. Squash, yeah. And same thing with zucchini, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but lucky thing is you can make a lot with it.
You can.
I love to grill squash. How do you like your squash?
I like squash grilled. I like sautéed in a pan, you know, with some zucchini or
Yeah.
onions or something like that.
Didn't
we
you
do a
do
lot
a
of that here.
bread, or was that zucchini?
A zucchini.
Oh,
Yeah,
zucchini, okay.
yeah. But today we're going to do a squash casserole. And
Yeah.
this is something that we're going to start serving here at Marcy Jo's, just here and there when the
Right.
squash is overloading and I can't give it away anymore to people and put it in their cars if they visit.
Yeah.
So we're going to make this squash casserole. You're going to start off by taking, this was about 4 squash, depending on what size your squash are. You're just gonna boil them in some hot water. You're gonna drain them. Now the key here is just making sure you get all of the water off the
Right.
squash because it's naturally filled with a lot of water. So you're gonna dump that in a pan, actually just a large bowl. And then you're gonna mix in a 1/2 cup of butter. Go ahead and grab that butter,
Okay.
Marcy. Let's see, a 1/2 cup of sour cream. A can of chicken broth there.
And
have
this
you-
is super easy, too.
It's so easy. Have I given you any chicken broth yet?
Uh-uh.
I've been making my own chicken broth. This has been really
Oh,
good.
you have?
Mm-hmm, absolutely. And this is some cream of mushroom soup. Just 1 can of that, and then 1 can of cream of
Chicken.
chicken. Alrighty. You're gonna mix this nice and good. And you can season this any way you want. You're
Right.
welcome to put salt and pepper if you like garlic. If you like, well, hey, Julie.
Thank you.
Good. How are you doing? Hey, say hello to everybody. You guys know Julie?
everybody.
She's part of our fan club. She heads it up. How's that going?
It's going great. And you-
Something new we've started.
I know, the farmhands, Joey and Rory farmhands. So if you'd like to go to joeyandrory.com, you can find out more about it.
Sign up
That's
and become
great.
a fan club member. There's all these different tiers you can add to it.
Yeah,
so.
very
Well, wonderful.
cool. All right,
Thanks for
I'll
the
let you
coffee.
get back to cooking.
All right, appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Joey.
All right, so I'm just gonna put some salt in here. It's not that much, Mars.
No.
Ooh, that's a lot
Oh,
of pepper.
my golly gee.
I'm just gonna mix this, stir it in, and it's gonna appear to be runny, but that's okay because you're gonna bake it in the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes to an hour, and that really just depends on, like I said, how much squash you decide to put in here, and just kind of make it your own. And then you can also use some kind of bread topping. You can use crackers. You can use really kind of anything.
Right.
Some people even use oats
Yeah.
if they have an allergy to wheat or something like that.
But we like to use our homemade bread.
Absolutely.
Which makes it even better.
Absolutely.
So that'll be great. So
And
I'm just
because
gonna-
we use our own homemade bread, you know, you just want to, you can have free reign to season it
Right.
however you want. Some people like to put some basil in here, some herbs. If you have some fresh herbs in your garden.
I'm just going to sprinkle that over top there.
Yep. And then this is going to be, ooh, that's hot. Ooh, ooh, hot, hot.
It's hot, Joe. It's hot. I just brought out of the oven.
Yeah, I see that.
Sorry.
So this
Forgot
is,
to tell you.
Yeah, thanks. So this is your finished product. And you can see how the bread, it's all big and chunky here, but boy, when you put it in the oven, it just shrinks up. It makes it really nice and pretty. Now we have some guests here who came all the way from Arkansas to come eat at Marcy Jo's. Come on up here. Such a beautiful little family. How are y'all doing?
Good.
All right, come on in here. Come a little closer. Introduce your family here.
Okay, I'm Miranda. This is my daughter Cabela and my husband Nick.
Nick, well, it's nice to meet you all.
Yeah, it's
Thank you
good to
guys for
meet you.
coming. Here is some squash casserole.
That
if
looks
you'd like
really
it.
good.
It really does. So Arkansas, you guys probably garden there some, and
We do.
have some farming and stuff.
Yes.
You look like a farmer.
Yep.
Are you really?
No,
No.
I'm
He
a
just looks
plumber,
like-
but
You're a plumber. Okay. Well, there's a lot of beautiful farmland over there.
yes, there's lots of farming.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
there-
hot. Joe found that out.
Yeah, yeah, hopefully it's not too hot. You guys can take a bite too. The thing about the squash casserole, it's very versatile, like we said. You can make it your own and season
Yeah.
it however you like. What do you think there? Do you like that?
Look at her little cowgirl
I know,
boots.
she's so
Aren't they
cute. Yes. You know, I've got to visit Marcy Jo's and eat here.
Yes, it's delicious.
Good. Well,
Oh,
thank you guys for
good.
stopping in. We
Thank
hope you join us
you.
again.
We will.
Yeah,
All
thank
right.
you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
She's so cute.
She's adorable. Well, there you have it, folks. That's our squash casserole here at Marcy Jo's, where we're changing lives.
One bite at a time.
It's time again for Crosley Vinyl Rewind. Please welcome Joey and Rory performing this Louvin Brothers hit, How's the World Treating You?
I've had nothing but sorrow since you said we were through. There's no hope for tomorrow. How's the world treating you? Every sweet thing that mattered has been broken into. All my dreams have been shattered. How's the world treating you? I've got no plans for next Sunday. I've got no plans for today. Every day is Blue Monday. Every day you're away. Though our pathways have parted, to your memory I'm true. Guess I'll stay broken-hearted. How's the world treating you? Do you wonder about me like I'm hoping you do? Are you lonesome without me? Have you found someone new? Are you burning and yearning? Do you ever get blue? Do you think of returning? How's the world treating you?
I was working at this lumber yard one time, and these two old boys pulled up in this old pickup truck, you know, and one of them got out and come walking over to me, and he said, I need some 4x2s. I said, you mean you need some 2x4s? He said, I don't know, let me go check. And he walked back to the truck, and he come back in a few minutes. He said, yeah, that's right, 2x4, that's what I need. I said, well, how long do you need them? He said, I better go check. So he walked back to the truck. A few minutes, here he come again. He said, we need them for a long time. We're building a house.
You go from rags to riches, farm to fame, from washing dishes to the whole world knows your name. They'll stand in the spotlight till the light goes dim, and it's farm to fame, to farm again.
Well, I've always loved the idea of raising our own food, whether that be in the garden or out in the pasture with cattle or even in the hen house with chickens. So this year I committed to raising 100 chickens for meat to harvest. The first thing I do is I gather up all the eggs from the hen house, and I collect them up, and then I put them in the incubator. And this incubator Rory got me for Christmas, and it has an automatic turner on it, so it's really nice. I don't have to go and turn them 2 or 3 times a day by hand. It does it for me. And then about 4 days later, once they're in the incubator for a little while, you can get this little light and look at the eggs and see if they're good or if they're not good. The simplest way to tell if you have a good egg and something growing inside is you put the light to the end of the egg and you'll see a dark spot in there. And that means you have a baby chick growing. But right about 21 days is when the baby chicks start hatching. And that is when the excitement happens around the Feek farm. We usually have them here in the house, and so you can hear the babies chirp inside the eggs about a day before they're due to hatch. But the real kicker is the excitement that we get to experience watching Ranger go after these baby chicks, because he'll hear them way before we do, and he'll run in the room and he'll listen for them, and he knows something's happening. And so once they start hatching, you let them hatch and you let them kind of dry out in the incubator, and then you can transfer them into this little tub. So we set up a big horse trough and we have heat lights in there. And Ranger's kind of short so he can't see over them, so he'll use my legs to jump up on and look over into. And he's so sweet with them, he's just so excited. But when the chicks get a certain age, mainly when they start really feathering out, probably 2 or 3 weeks old, then I will move them from inside the house and I'll take them out to the hen house in a little separate divider. So they're away from the adults, but they have their own little space, so they're safe on their own and they get to run around and play and discover a new life out there.
Look how heavy they are.
They are, I think they're ready to eat.
No.
Chicken nuggets.
Well, when they turn about 18 days to 21 days old, we will take them from the hen house in their little private, cozy little spot. They've completely outgrown that area. And we've made these portable pens outside where they're a floorless bottom. You put them in these pens, and each day you move them to a fresh plot of grass. So basically the concept is they're free range, even though they're cooped up in a pen, but they get to pick the grass, they get to eat the bugs, and they get to scratch and be normal chickens. And every day they have a fresh new salad bar of grass.
Off the gizzard. You see all this fat. Again, this is 2 ounces of fat. That's 30 cents.
Well, growing up back in Indiana, my grandmother, she raised chickens, but I was little and I didn't know a lot about it, and I didn't have a lot of time to go back and ask her questions. So luckily, this day and age, we have YouTube, and we have a lot of resources on the internet to go and look and see how you transition from certain ages to then certain parts, and then also, ultimately, how do you go into the harvest time?
Well, girls, your purpose is going to be put in action for today.
Now, harvesting chickens takes a lot of time, and it's best if you have some help. Luckily, my mom was in town along with my 2 cousins and my aunt, and so it was a beautiful morning and it was time to start. We got everything ready, got everything set up, and we probably did 25 hens that first day. And we started at 7 in the morning, and we did it for about 5 or 6 hours.
Isn't that a nice bird?
Maybe 4 pounds? For the first year, we had 3.5 to 4 pound birds. And I was excited, I was ecstatic. I thought that was a huge success.
Pretty neat, isn't it?
Well, there's something really special about sitting down at dinner and looking at what you've served and what you've prepared and knowing that you've grown everything on the table. I didn't get it from Kroger or the grocery store. And if people do, that's okay, because some people don't have the means to be able to grow their own food. But for me, just how special that feels, that I didn't do this on my own. I mean, God gave us these animals and gave us the garden and the farm. But I get to provide this for my family. And that is the biggest reward of all.
It's inspirational time. Here they are, folks, performing another song from their new album, Inspired.
My life is based on a true story, the greatest story ever told. How God's only Son gave his life for me some 2,000 years ago. No, I wasn't there to see the shame of Calvary. He suffered there for me. Still he hears my heart confess my unworthiness and my reward. So my life is based on a true story, the story of my wondrous Lord. The shame of Calvary, he suffered there for me. Still he hears my heart confess my unworthiness and my reward. So my life is based on a true story, the story of my wondrous Lord. Gosh, y'all played great tonight. What a great band we have.
Believe in our dreams will take us somewhere. Still being ourselves if we ever get there. That's important to me. That's important to me.
Don't forget about what's most important to you.
I'm Joey.
And I'm Rory. Tune in again next week. Same place, same time.
Join Joey and Rory in the barn where they film their TV show by coming to one of their farmhouse concerts this summer or fall. Or check out their tour schedule by visiting their website, joeyandrory.com.
Milk House.
Media.